Hello, hello. Welcome back to the metaverse here. We got me, StarWind, AJ, Bugz, and Zero for another Let's Go Around. So how was your week, guys? Bugz, what'd you do this week?
Shit, I did actually a lot this week besides work. I finally finished the story for Odyssey, the main storyline. Now I'm just going
How
around
long have you been playing that game?
for like a whole month already. But I actually like completed like the main storyline. Now I just gotta go kill the cult. I finished killing all those goddamn animals though. It took me like a whole 2-3 days of just nonstop murder. After like they killed me like 25 times, I finally got the win.
The boar and the minotaur?
The boar, no, not the Minotaur. That's the next thing I gotta fight. The freaking Cyclops, the Minotaur, Medusa. I gotta fight all the assholes now. But I got rid of all the hunting animals. So
Right.
I'll take what I can for now.
Okay.
I think yesterday my friend told me to play some game called It Takes Two.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Anthony just got that.
Yeah, I played it yesterday. And me and him were just we act just like the characters and they're always fighting.
Well, what does it play like?
It's by the same people who made A Way Out.
Okay.
So it's similar in that way, but it's like more childish because it involves
More kid
like,
friendly.
yeah, it involves
No prison rape.
Yikes.
it involves two parents who are getting divorced. That's what. They turned into like a wooden and clay doll, so they have to find their way back. But there's this stupid ass racist book that.
I'm sorry, a racist book?
So the book is called Book of Love, and he like every time he pops up, all you hear is the violin, the ding, and then he's just speaking in the hello friends. I'm like, yo,
Like
this
Cheech
book
and
is,
Chong?
yeah, this book is so I fucking hate. They made this book so fucking Hispanic ass, bro. But it's hilarious. Me and him are just not getting on. Like when we first started the game, we just ended up killing each other for like a good 5 minutes.
That's always fun. Who cares about the puzzles, right? Let's just
Yeah,
kill each other.
then I was like, I gotta lift this up for you. I'm like, bet. As soon as he gets in the trap, boom, I just let it go. Like, oh my bad, I let go. Yeah.
What are the controls like? Is it like Gang Beast?
So we play it on the computer. So we
okay.
use but you can use control. But it's mostly like the WASD, E to like interact. F is to interact, and E is to like call back or some stuff. But it's not that bad. It was really fun.
Okay.
The next game I gotta get is Monster Hunter Rise now to join you guys.
Yes, because all three of us have it now. Yeah.
Yes.
Soon we'll be hunting together.
Yeah.
And what about you, Zero? What'd you do this week?
Mainly just work. Ran into a lot of crazy ass people out in the street, just yelling and screaming, trying to pick fights with people. The wholesome stuff of New York right there.
The heat's getting to everybody.
Not even that. It's just like the weather keeps changing, so it just drives people even more insane. Like you'll walk out with like a nice jacket on, then all of a sudden the weather drops, and then you're freezing, so you're pissed off about that. Then the next day it's like freezing in the morning. You're wearing like an overcoat. Then it's like hot as hell, and you have to wear that. So everyone's just going a little mad at the moment. So that's all good. I did get Monster Hunter, like we said earlier, but I have not touched it
Oh,
because
I'm
I have
surprised.
constantly been falling asleep. Well, I've been like falling asleep a lot lately. Like work has just been kicking my ass lately.
Okay. I do have a question though. What weapon do you typically run in Monster Hunter games?
Oh, greatsword all the way.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that all of us have different weapons.
It's okay.
Well, I want all of us to have like great swords, and then we all blame each other for
No.
not choosing a different weapon when we fail.
I'm trying to avoid that day one.
I'll
I
be
need
the
that
archer.
hassle.
Since there's nobody who wants to be an archer, I'll be the archer.
Yeah, that's fine. I was actually thinking about picking up the bow today, and then I was like, oh wait, Bug said he'd do it.
Oh, if you want to be the bub, by all means.
I already picked up the charge axe, so I'm running with that. It's the same thing I play in World. And AJ, what have you done today, or this week rather?
Today, I did nothing today. Let me stop. I moved in this week. That's about it.
Moving in is pretty stressful.
More cleaning, more grocery shopping, more post office stuff. And then I played in between times that I had, and like late at night, I played some Rise. Yes, I bought a Switch game. Fuck you.
Uh,
Man has no integrity. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it broke me. But again, like I'm trying to make it feel better because I'm not giving all of my money to Nintendo. It's mostly going to Capcom.
And we
So
do love
fuck you,
Capcom.
Nintendo.
yes,
Yes.
man.
I love Rise. Oh man, it's so much fun. I've like today I killed the same monster like 5 times just to get the upgraded weapon. I needed some flame sacks.
Did it take you a whole 3 hours?
It took me about 2. Yeah, I needed them flame sacks, man. They weren't giving it to me in the drops. They kept giving me scales. I was like, I don't need this shit. I got like 40 of these already. I stuck with the longsword because it's what they gave me in the beginning, and then I was like, this is pretty cool. I feel like Virgil. So I stuck with it because I used the dual blades in World.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to use the dual blades again. Let me try something else.
Okay. How do you like the new buddy mechanic?
Oh, like with the dog?
Yeah.
The fights don't feel easier. Like I can tell you that. Like some fights feel still like dragged out. They never feel too dragged out. Like I was always curious on how the balancing works in these games. I mean, it's nice. So like Rise, basically, I feel like I'm the only one that's really played it here so far.
Mm-hmm.
The dog helps you traverse the map a lot better.
Mostly, yeah.
For some reason, the map feels so much better in this game than World.
You have so many movement options now.
Yeah, so there's like you can jump with the dog climbs things for you. You could use like the wire bugs, and the wire bugs are really cool. So you could use like if you want to get to like a high cliff, you could use the dog to propel you, and then you use a wire bug. You run up the wall, jump off, and use another wire bug to get to the top. It's so good. So it's like in World, you have to like walk. You have to find the path there.
Well,
or use the bow staff to get yourself up to higher areas as well.
Yeah, you could do that too, but you know I have dual blades, so
yeah, exactly. That was like the one problem. You need to switch out a weapon that you're not comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
But in Iceborne, they gave you the claw. You could use the claw to pick yourself up. It's not as good as the
it's not.
wire
Yeah,
bug
it's
Rise.
definitely not as like I feel like the wire bug was what's the word I'm looking for? Like improved on thanks to the claw.
Yes.
Fighting feels nice. The controls are really like I guess it's just me like looking at like ZLZR, and I'm just kind of like my stupid brain.
Yeah, you're not used to seeing it.
Yeah, I haven't played my Switch in so long, and like when I play Switch, it's Smash, and I'm using a GameCube controller, so it's just fucking with the Switch controller is a little weird. But that's me. That's not the game's fault.
Have you run into any of the great wire bugs that roam around the area?
I have not. I've just run into like extra wire bugs that you could pick up.
So the great wire bugs, or at least that's what I think they're called. They're really fat, and you grab them, and they like slingshot you super far.
I know what they are.
I've
I just
seen one
haven't
of
seen them.
Yeah, I've ran into a couple of them so far. But I was gonna say that it seems like with the buddy system they have, the damage mitigation for the monsters seems really different. So like when you go into the training area, it like tells you the amount of damage that you're doing. And I've noticed that when I'm doing like a really long combo with the charge axe and I morph into the sword, the damage output from the 2 buddies is lessened. And I was like, that's actually kind of cool. So that you can't just mash out the monster really fast with like a
and cheese your way
combo.
through.
Yeah. I really like that. I didn't think they would do that, but this is Capcom they were talking about, so I guess they know a lot about damage mitigation, considering all the fighting games they push out. Yeah,
Street Fighter 5. Yeah,
they know.
They actually got Justin Wong to come in and be like, "All right, so how can we mitigate this damage right here?"
Yeah, I actually thought that was pretty interesting.
I'm up to a point in the game where like I'm doing like 20 damage, like 16 to 20 damage per slash. And the monsters still don't feel like you can just wash them. Like you can feel the easy, you know, like as you get to the lower monsters fighting like over and over again, you can feel that they're a little bit easier, but they still put on a fight.
Yeah, I fought the Great Boggy. Is that what he's called? The blue-haired looking thing.
The ice one.
Yeah, and he took a while to go down. I was a little upset.
Yeah, the first one I fought was the Firebird.
No, I've been fighting this boggy guy.
He took the whole 50 minutes. But I think that was because I jumped into that. That was the first mission I did, and I would think that was supposed to be. I didn't even do the training yet.
Oh,
I was like, I'm
doing the basics. Yeah.
No, I had the bare minimum equipment and everything in this bitch. I was like, this is my training.
I'm a real man.
I've done this before. I can do this again. And I literally had like 5 minutes left in the timer, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I killed him. And I was like, "Yes!"
No, I washed the bug. Oh, which trait did you pick for your feline?
Oh, I made him healer because I felt like the dog was already doing damage. So I was like, "Why do I need another like damage person?"
I tested it out once as the healer, and then I was like, oh, like these monsters are kind of trash right now, so I don't really need the healer. So I turned him into one of the little bomb cats, and it's actually pretty funny to see him blowing stuff up in the background.
Yeah.
The buddy system is actually really cool. I love the buddies. I think more than I actually like playing the character. Just watching them run around is super fun.
Yeah. Any of you guys gave like ridiculous names to like your cat and dog?
StarWind does.
I named my my cat after my actual cat, and then I gave my dog like a super Japanese name because he looks really Japanese.
What name did you give him?
Amaterasu.
No, this isn't Okami.
I feel like it would be Koga. Is it Koga?
I named him Kaichi.
Kimikatoga. Kaichi.
Kaichi. Yeah.
See, I named my dog Fox because I kind of made him look like, a fox, and then the cat I named Morgana.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
But for some reason, they wouldn't let me put Mona. And it was like, this word's inappropriate. Gotta change it, man. And I was like, really? It's Mona, not Moan. Come on.
Close enough.
Nintendo, bro.
Yeah, close enough.
I'm gonna name my dog Cat and my cat Dog.
I carried over everything from World, so it's my same person. It's the ancestor.
Oh, so the village chief in this game looks exactly like the guy from World. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, he does.
I was like, oh, you're back. This is super dope. I actually kind of want to revisit older Monster Hunters to see if the village chief in those looks exactly the same and they've just been carrying the same guy through.
Yeah, it made me want to play Generations. I was like, should I play this?
Just to see what he looks like.
So after playing Rise, I was like, what's the stories gonna look like? And I never played the first stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the trailer for Stories 2 again. It looks like Pokemon.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But the way that they tell the story is that the people in Monster Hunter stories don't like the people in World, Generations, etc., because they kill the monsters, as to where in stories they tame them. Like they have a deeper relationship with them, so they clash with each other, which I thought was actually a pretty nice way to flesh out their universe, to show you that everything is connected even though they don't play the same. And I think in the stories games, you actually run into hunters, and it's a problem because they want to kill your Rathlos.
Oh man, they're just mass murderers. Makes me feel gross playing Rise now.
Yeah, it gives you a new perspective on the characters, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. But considering the first stories is locked to the 3DS, not a lot of people played it, and the mechanics.
Well, wasn't stories like Japan only, or that was only the amiibos?
The amiibos were Japan only. The game actually dropped here in the West. I think it's kind of hard to find now because
it really isn't.
Is it?
I found it yesterday on Best Buy.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
How much
I was thinking about buying it. That's why it's $30.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't buy it. I was like,
I said there was too much.
Oh no, because it's a full price DS game. I was like, I'll see. Maybe I'll check like Macari and see if they have it cheaper.
I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe you could just like try and pop it to a GameStop if they got it.
Yeah,
GameStop. Don't go to Book Off. Book Off would probably have it for like way too much.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I was like Book Off today.
Yeah, expensive as hell, right?
Yeah, they just be gouging prices like crazy. Like I think I was telling other Anthony this. They had a
Oh, thanks for revealing my
There's another Anthony.
We know 7 Anthonys. It's very hard to keep track of them.
Yeah. At Book Off, they have a statue there. They're selling for like $230. I bought it on Amazon for like $30. And I was like,
yeah,
this is ridiculous.
The statue's used too on top of that.
Yeah. The box is all beat up. I'm like, bro, like what's wrong with
that's
you?
the thing that drives me crazy about that place. It's like, oh, cool, here's a figure of Noelle Vermillion. They wanted like $100 for it, and I'm like, but this is used. I could go on Amazon and get it new for $50.
Yeah, it's and then I hate when they gouge prices and then they don't have a box for the figure. So they'll be like, oh yeah, here's a Figma and this little plastic baggie with all his accessories, and I'm like, you serious? Like I should slap you with this. Like
the issue with stores like Book Off and like JNL, Video Games New York, they expect you to not have internet. Like,
pretty much.
That's like the mindset that they have when they set their prices.
I think it's so more for tourists or people that don't know that there's other options available. Yeah,
tourists. I don't know. I feel like some of them do balance each other out, especially JNL and Video Games New York, because sometimes JNL will like have like something that honestly no one would really have, and they'll have it for like a good markup price until like it starts like dwindling down. Like they had Blaze Blue Central Fiction for the Switch, like the PAL version. Apparently, that one's like very well sought after. They had it for like $50, and then later on, when they were like running low, it went up to like $150.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
And then I
we
don't know, Video Games New York is just weird at times. Like they had like a brand new F-Zero GP in the box, and like even had the seal for it, and they were selling it for like $20. It was like, really, only $20 for this? I thought it'd be a whole lot more.
AJ, what was the game that we saw in JNL that was like $1,000? It was a PS2 game that they were.
Was
selling.
it Fantasy Star?
Oh, I know what game it is. It was Rule of Rose.
Oh.
No. I would have remembered that. It was something that I said that I had, and I was like,
It's not Fantasy Star?
I don't think so.
I don't think it was Phantasy Star.
It was it one of the SMT games. Actually, no. It might have been Fantasy.
No,
Star.
it
I
wasn't
think
the
you're
FMT
right.
games. No,
Yeah.
those were cheap, surprisingly cheap.
Yeah, it was the Fantasy Star. I remember now. Yeah.
Really? Damn, because I went there recently, and one of my friends, she like pointed out, she was like, "Oh, check it out, that it's Rule of Rose," and I was like, "Oh, cool," and I looked, and it was like almost $1,000. Like, holy shit! And it wasn't even like brand new; it was
Yep,
used. And then I saw Haunting Ground, and that was like 800. I was like,
Oh,
Jesus
Haunting
Christ,
Ground
man.
is so hard to fucking get, man. I hate that shit. Like
Haunting
I
Ground
wanna
and Rule of Rose are like the two hardest survival horror games to find for the PS2.
I wanna play Haunting Ground so badly again, and it's a bit big dub.
It's kind of crazy how like these games that you had, and you like beat them, and it's like, all right, I'm done with them. You sell them for GameStop for like $10, and then later on you
50
find out
cents.
it's like
You're
worth
wow,
$300.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't sell my Haunting Ground. I borrowed it.
Oh, okay.
It was my cousin's copy. I unfortunately didn't get to keep it.
I don't know. I just like look back at me, my younger self, and I was like, oh my god, you sold that. The one thing I sold, and you guys are gonna like be like shocked as hell. I sold my Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Yikes.
Oh no, I kept my copy. I still have my copy.
Big,
I
yikes.
wish I still had my copy. I don't know. I just like fell out of it. And I was like, I'm never gonna play this again. And I think Marvel versus Capcom was coming out, so I was like, I'll just trade this in and get this game instead.
No, yeah. There's certain games that I keep that I know like I will go back to play eventually. Like I keep all my Crash Bandicoots, all my Resident Evils, Silent Hill, games like that.
Pretty soon, Fatal Frame is going to be part of that extremely hard to find.
Pretty soon, yeah, because you can't get them
especially
digital
the
anymore.
one for the
Mhm.
Wii U. That one's gonna be incredibly hard.
1, 2, and 3 are soon about to be lost to the abyss.
Yep.
With the,
I bought them all digitally actually a while ago. I sold because I saw that they were all digital, so I sold my physical copies for like 100 each.
Yes, I remember you telling me this.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll just get them digital and make some cash monies.
Yeah, they're like $10 each digitally.
Yeah. And then what other game? There's another game. Oh, if you said Fatal Frame 5, I have that one as well, so I don't have to worry about that like being lost.
That one's the Black Manta one, right? For the Wii U.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. Like Sony's really.
I'm kind of thinking I should have probably stole like my ex's
Man
Fatal
said
Frame games
steal.
before moving out.
Man said I should have stolen.
I should have. Hey, she has like so much of my shit. Like I let her have, and it's like I should go back and like just get some stuff.
The Wii U shop is still open though, is it
For
not?
now,
Like,
no, it's
you
still
can-
open, but soon it's going to be gone, and then it's going to be like hard.
You can just buy the
Like,
game right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying later on though, down the line, it's going to be hard to find because when
But
they
you'll
shut
have
down the
it.
services.
No, but
I'm
even
saying
if they
not-
shut down
I'm
the
not saying now, I'm
services,
saying
you
later.
can still just re-download it. assuming
Yeah,
that
you'll
it's not
still
on
have the
console
game.
anymore.
Like I still have it.
Wait, can you like once they shut down the services, you can still re-download it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's not that bad.
Yeah, Sony said anything that you've bought on the PS3, Vita, or PSP, you can still
Oh no, we're talking
re-download.
about Wii U though.
Yeah,
The,
yeah, Wii
uh,
is the same because they
yeah,
did
Wii
the
is
same
the
thing for
same.
the Wii.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have all my Wii games still from the shop.
I feel like once they announce that, a lot of people are gonna go crazy and buy a lot of the virtual console stuff up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy Dino
I mean, hell,
Crisis.
people went
on
crazy and
Monday.
bought the Super Mario 3D World. Like they
Bro,
put stock.
Bro,
really
have you
that.
seen the prices on that?
$1,500.
Yeah.
$1,500.
My question is it actually selling? That's my main question.
Well, on Mercari, someone sold a brand new sealed copy for $1,500. Yeah.
no fucking
Yeah,
way.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone on eBay has it, I think, up for $4,500.
Jesus Christ.
We own $1,500 game.
Yeah, that's the same thing I told my
Yeah,
girl.
I own a
was like, bro,
$1,500 game.
am I allowed to just sell this?
I'm thinking about it too now. It's like, hey, I can just play these
Bruh.
games on emulation. That's all this is.
Facts. Big facts. Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
god. And then
Fucking
the
crazy.
same thing with Fire Emblem.
I was thinking in my head, I was just like, Man, I should have just used my Best Buy card and buy like 4 copies, and then just paid off the card with the money I would have made, and then kept the rest.
That would have been a smart move, bro. Find
Really
someone that got
would've.
'em.
Yep. Shit is wild.
And it's
Because Best Buy
crazy.
dropped the price on them.
Yeah.
A few
My
days
question is
before.
like, if you go today now, like if it's out on the shelf, can they still sell it to you, or they have to like set fire to it as soon as you bring it to the cash register?
No, I think they just took them off the shelves.
No. So retailers are supposed to sell out of the stock that they currently have, and then once they sell out, there's no restocks. But places like the Nintendo New York and other Nintendo affiliated places, they took them out. So they're like in shipment somewhere, I don't know where, to the Nintendo Vault, whatever the hell they want to call it, but those games are gone. So
So you could go to like a
Mimo is
GameStop
just
right
taking
now.
them and then
Yeah.
just gonna shove them into a
And if
fireplace.
GameStop has it, you can buy it there.
assuming that the guy in the counter isn't a
An asshole.
dickhead, and he's gonna be like, "Oh no, we don't got this in stock. My bad." And then he buys it, and he's selling it on eBay right in front of your face.
Even though he's the dude who bought 2 PS5s.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You want to talk about that experience?
It's crazy, man. It's real crazy what Sony and Nintendo are doing to game preservation right now, and the way that they're like jacking up.
But don't emulate games.
Yeah,
That's bad. Emulating games are bad.
They want me to pay $1,500 for 3 old games.
Not just 3 old games, the 3 greatest Mario games of all time, as people say.
Yeah, man.
Man, I don't
But,
think it's worth $1,500.
Yeah, no.
Listen, if someone wants to pay $1,500, I'll help ramp up that price too. Be like, oh, you know, you can have some great childhood memories with your child. Do you remember playing Super Mario 64?
Bro,
Remember that
it's
feeling?
definitely cheaper
Before
to
your
buy
dad
a
left you?
used GameCube
I really
and like
do.
Sunshine. Like it's cheaper just to
It
go that
is.
route.
Yeah, it is. Because the copy of Sunshine for GameCube isn't even inflated.
No, it's not. It's just the Switch
Yeah,
version.
that's the crazy part. Well, that's the thing. It's just collectors. It's just people who are like, I need this for my collection. Like, there are some people who will collect a
that FOMO.
console's whole library.
Which is wild, though,
And
because
then-
you had what? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. You had 7 months to get the game.
Yeah,
Game was
well,
everywhere.
granted,
in all
isn't a
fairness,
good-
this
isn't
was
a
during
good
like
excuse or
COVID right
argument?
here, so
What happened?
I said that's not really a good excuse or argument because I feel like Nintendo should have never taken it off, whether it be 7 months or 8 months. Like,
Oh,
why
no,
are they
I'm not
taking it off
defending
the
their
market?
oh no,
decision
they
to
should
do
have
it.
kept it on throughout the whole
But
time.
if you're
It
a
was just
collector, you
stupid.
can't make excuses as to why it took 7 months to buy a game.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That was everywhere.
You could have gotten late into the console. You were like, oh no, I
Then
didn't
you
care
bite
for it.
that
You play it,
bullet.
you fall in
You
love
don't
with
Then you
it.
buy
bite
that
that
game.
bullet,
You lost your
It's
chance, bro.
It's still shady of Nintendo to do that. Like, that's still fucked up.
Yeah, I'm
I
surprised they
really
didn't
think
take off
just wanted to
Super
end
Mario
the-
3D World.
Yeah,
You know what was fucked though is because they didn't. It wasn't like, oh, it's a limited time release. So, like for example, Little Nightmares 2, right?
Yes.
You can buy it digitally, but the physical edition was limited time. Like you can't buy that game digital, brand new. Or if you find it, it'd be like
Yeah.
a GameStop. But you can buy the game digitally anywhere you want. But like I said, that physical copy was rare. That's what Nintendo should have done. Should just,
That's
here's
what I thought it
physical, limited,
was.
and you can still buy it digital down the line. Like,
See,
But
that's
that
what I thought
doesn't
it was.
make
I thought it
sense.
was a physical limited run, and then that would be like the hardest thing to find, and then it would
Yeah.
just be up digitally. And then later on, a day later, I read an article saying like, no, they're actually going to take the whole thing down.
it's
It's so
so
stupid.
dumb. Yeah, because it's not like they don't have the resources to keep producing the game or to keep it up on their server. Like it's Nintendo's
Yeah, because
own game on their
the
own.
game is
server.
fucking everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they're
went
going
to
to do
Target
like
a
the
few
same
days
thing
ago and
with
saw it there.
Zelda. Like they'll probably make Ocarina of Time for like the Switch, and then basically you have a limited time to buy that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
They-
surprised if this becomes like an annual thing, where like every year they're like, "Oh, you got 7 months to buy this super famous game. Buy it now or not."
Remember, there was the rumors of all the Pokemon games getting ported.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Masters Collection, I think it was called.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they do that.
Yeah, man. There's too many anniversaries right now, so Nintendo can literally just do whatever they want, and people are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Because if they drop a Masters Collection and then they're like, "Oh yeah, and now you can port over all your Pokemon from Gen 1 into Sword and Shield," everyone's gonna be like, "Bet money."
I mean, you can actually port over those Gen 1 characters to sort
Yeah,
of.
but you got to pay like $50 a month for the fucking Pokemon
I
Bank.
feel like that's how they're gonna get you though, no matter what. Like you're gonna have to use Pokemon Home and what's the other
Yeah,
one?
there it is. It's Bank
If,
and
like,
Home.
if they do make it a Switch, I think all you'll need is Home
no, I
at that
thought
point.
they took out Pokemon Bank in place of Pokemon Home. Wasn't that?
No,
what
they
it
still
was?
have Pokemon Bank for the 3DS because that's the main way you transfer out into Pokemon Home.
Mm.
It's like how they had a Pokemon Bank and then they had Pokemon Transfer. Like you needed transfer to put into Bank.
So you have to pay for
like,
2 services and the game.
But you can't put every
Pretty
single
much.
Gen 1 Pokemon into Sword and Shield.
No,
No,
only
but
specific.
that was like the problem. They said like not every Gen Pokemon is going to be able to go into the Sword and Shield, but little by little they were like releasing more and more of them in there. And even then
They
there was like
stopped.
some secret characters that you could put into the game without anyone really knowing, like Incineroar or the Alola starters. Like you could put those into the game at the very start and just no one knew about because they were secret.
Yeah, because they were DLC.
Yeah.
They were already programmed into the game.
Horrible business practice.
Yeah, Game Freak is way more shadier than Nintendo.
Game Freak's getting up there.
Yeah, I would like support Nintendo before I support Game Freak.
I mean, the new Pokemon Snap, you're basically gonna have to pay for like the other Pokemon to be put into the game.
But that's Bandai that's doing that. That's not Game Freak.
What happened?
Bandai's doing Pokemon Snap. That's why the game.
Yeah,
looks
but they're
like
the one
that.
who's like telling them like the business model they want. It's like, okay, listen, you're gonna put a silhouette of a Lugia, but if they don't purchase the Lugia pack, the silhouette's just gonna stay out there, and they'll never be able to take that picture ever.
Is that
I forgot
real? Is
Pokemon
that
Snap was
actually
coming out.
happening?
It could be a thing. Imagine.
Oh my god! Don't say that. You broke my heart. I was like, there's no way they're gonna do you like that. A silhouette of
Come
a
on,
Pokemon in the
please.
back.
Snap
I
came out
mean,
the same day
they
as
did it
Rise,
before
didn't
in
it?
what was it,
Oh
Pokemon
my
Snap,
God.
where they have like silhouettes and like things that look like legendary Pokemons or like symbols, and then that's how you
It's just
capture the
blurry. You
Mew.
can't focus on it unless you pay the $3.
Yeah, exactly. It takes the
camera
picture.
don't work.
You take the picture and it opens up the eShop for you right then and there. It's like,
You
would you
need
like
to
to
put the Snap
purchase this for
Tundra
additional
DLC.
$3?
Oh
Oh
my
my god.
Oh, it looks like your little go kart stopped. If you need more fuel, purchase for additional $2
Seems like you're out of film
for every
there.
mile.
For 10 film, $5 to get
Your
more
battery has
film.
died.
Oh, it looks like your film needs to be digitally developed. We can do that for $30 for the whole roll, but we have a
Yikes.
special 35 for 1.5.
Oh man.
It's sad that these are jokes we can make about Pokemon games.
This
a
is
sad world.
this is just like the game industry now at this point. Remember, if you want to have like a second save file for Metal Gear Survive, you had to pay an additional $5 for a save
never
file.
Played that game and I never intended on playing it, and now you make me.
I didn't even know
play
that that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, as soon as I heard Metal Gear Survive, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to play that. And then they just start releasing more information. It's like, oh, so this takes place during like the whole Outer Heaven thing. It's like, okay, I'm not going for that. Okay, and now it's zombies. Okay, definitely not going for that. And if you want to build your base, you got to pay for this. Okay, definitely not. And if you want a second save file, you got to pay. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Am I
love how
paying
that's
you
a
like
selling
$30
point.
just to give me half a game or a quarter of it?
They're like, hey, to build a second save file, you need to pay the game too. Like, what? How is that making me want to play your game?
That's crazy.
That's the thing. Konami doesn't want to be making games anymore. They just want to make what was it?
Pachinko.
The gotcha
Pachinko
There
machines?
you go. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Pachinko
they're just
machine.
going to make pachinko machines.
mobile
So
games.
they're going
I
to
mean,
get themselves out of the gaming industry
But it
by
makes
running
sense,
themselves
though,
out of
because
business.
They're making so much money from the pachinko machines. The pachinko machines are generating so much more money than anything they ever got from producing games. And they
Because
have
it's
some
easy.
of the most well-loved games. Like I had spoken about it before, but Suikoden is like one of the most loved JRPG games out there. All 5 of them, like they're super hard to find, super loved, amazing games. Then you have Metal Gear Solid. They have Castlevania. They have Silent Hill. They have all these IPs they just don't want to make games for because it's too expensive to make a game when they could just have bullshit
They could do a
half
Silent Hill
animations.
Pachinko.
Yeah, on a pachinko machine that people are constantly paying for. They're like, oh, why am I gonna charge this one guy $60 and pay $70
Well,
million
here's the thing.
to
They just
develop
want to fuck the creators over.
I don't think it has anything to do with the creators. It's all about the gross. That's what they care about. The how it looks financially at the end of the year. And pachinko, man, it makes money because like think about it. When you go to the pachinko machines, well, I don't know.
Well,
if
it's
you've ever
just a
been to
gambling
one.
machine.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. People get drunk and then just start dipping money into it. Blah 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 blah, and that's it.
And because of the notoriety, it's like, oh, I can play this one that has no character on it, but I can have Metal Gear Solid Snake yelling at me as I win pachinko balls. Let's go with that.
Yeah, it also
And so
sucks
people
if
flock towards that.
they destroy the lore with a lot of those games. Like there's like certain things that you would only catch on the pachinko machine. Like I've had to like Google or YouTube story cutscenes that are only on pachinko games, and I'm like, how is this even fair for me? I guess someone who likes the franchise.
Well, I feel like it doesn't help that their biggest client is probably Nicolas Cage.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you never saw the commercial of Nicolas Cage promoting pachinko machines?
No, I didn't know that was a
Oh,
thing.
I'm gonna have to show this later to you guys. Or hang on, let me see if we can pull it up in the
This
chat right
seems
now.
like
So
use
basically, they have Nicolas Cage. Just I don't know how or why he did it. Like this is before he became broke and needed like to do anything for money. They had him just like do a series of pachinko machines commercials.
big yike, big yike.
Nicholas Cage.
I just want to say I love pachinko.
I love pachinko.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, here we go.
Not it.
Found it.
This is like the time we tried to do the Donald Trump impressions the other day.
Nicolas Cage here, and I'm here to promote pachinko.
Wait.
So this is like
can we
all of
play
his
this? Can we
pachinko
play this without
commercials.
being DMC, right?
Oh my god. I fucking didn't Konami make a gaming team though? Like isn't
What
that
happened?
what they did recently? I forgot. I think I read an article on that.
They're hiring people to produce games. It seems so. I don't think they're actually gonna start making games again. They're just outsourcing. They're gonna keep the licenses and just have everyone else do the work for them, so they can.
Yeah, because there's those rumors of like Sony picking up
Yes.
licenses.
Yeah,
Microsoft.
I think
is
that's
also
what a
in
lot of things
talks.
are doing.
Yeah,
Microsoft's doing it.
was the
DC is
one-
also doing it as well.
Yeah, a lot of things are happening behind the scenes.
It seems that the outcry is working a little bit.
Yeah.
It always does.
Well, hang on. Have you guys heard about that new thing? I forgot what it's called, but it's like you're purchasing like a moment or something like that.
NFT.
Yes, there we go. Now that's a new thing, and it's just fucking insane.
Oh my god!
Like how much money that is and what it is.
I was just telling my significant other about this earlier today. Do any of you guys know who Grimes is? It's an artist. I have no idea who this person is.
Grimes?
Yeah,
Dude, that's Elon Musk's baby mama.
I don't know anything about that. I don't.
Rick
know
Grimes?
this
No, Bug said?
Yeah.
Not what the bug said.
Rick
Yeah.
Grimes.
Do any of you guys know Grimes? And I said Rick Grimes.
person. so this Grimes person made digital art, and it's like it's a series of pictures of like these realistic looking cherub babies like floating in space, or like they're dying or something. There's like the sunlight behind them. It's supposed to be like majestic or whatever. And they're selling the digital rights to these images in online auctions. She sold one of them for like $69.3 million.
Yeah.
Digital art, mind you. It's not like you get like an actual piece of art in your house. It's digital. Like they're emailing you this picture, and you're paying $69.3 million for it. It's called the NFT. They recently sold the Nyan Cat. Is that what it's called? The little Pop-Tart looking thing with the rainbow coming out of the butt?
Oh yeah, Nana Cat. They sold that.
Yeah, they sold the digital rights to it. So now there's someone on the internet that can be like, yeah, I own Nyan Cat, or whatever, however you pronounce its name. You can own that. And that's like the new wave now, where people are taking digital images and they're making memes and they're selling them on these online auctions so that you can say that you own the rights, which I think is going to be a huge problem down the line. Or like, let's say you post something on Twitter, or like you have a viral tweet or a viral video. The person who owns the rights to some of those images now can be like, hey, that meme is mine. Give me half your
You gotta
revenue.
take it down.
Or like, I'm gonna sue you. It's crazy. This is really the world we're living in now, where you
So-
can sell gifts for $69.9 million.
So basically, the biggest people who've like made like a good amount of money on this is Jake Paul when he was on like wrapping some Pokemon cards, and he got like the Charizard Hollow. He sold that for $800, like that moment. Tony Hawk just sold his last ever Barrel 900, I think it is, or Indian
Oh, when he was
900.
crying, yeah.
Yeah, he sold that for I don't know how much. I don't think they disclosed it, but I think it's up for sale in auction. And then I think it was Kings of Leon. They were doing a NFT as well, like for their album.
Crazy.
So it's just insane at like what people are. I think you can even buy like the first tweet ever at this point.
Why would you want that? For what?
Because you can, hey man, how's that as a conversation starter? We are at a bar and be like, hey, I own the first ever tweet.
I feel like if you said that to someone in a bar, like if someone came up to me and was trying to hit on me, and was like, hey, I earned the first tweet. I'd be like, all right, bet, fuck you. Like,
Really? You're gonna be? I'll be like, oh damn,
I
you
don't
own
give a
that?
fuck.
Dude, I see like that as a power move right there. Like you own the first tweet.
I see
So
that as you being a stupid.
what you doing
motherfucker.
later? You want to get out of here? Do something crazy?
I'll sell you some fucking feet photos if you're gonna be paying money like that. Fuck outta here.
I mean, we
You
have a
just
site called
dropping
that's called
money like
OnlyFans,
it's
man.
hot. Like, bro, just give me some,
Yeah, dude, it's called OnlyFans. Just sign up with that.
bro.
I wish I could capitalize on the OnlyFans market.
I mean, you can. I mean, it didn't say it's only for women, and you don't have to
Oh.
do nudity apparently. Like my
Nah,
friend
man,
told
I got a
me.
belly.
Did you guys hear about that Bhad Bhabie chick? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad, but who? Bad
the
Barbie?
Catch Me
Bhad
Outside?
Bhabie.
Oh,
Yeah.
bad. Isn't it?
I don't know what her name is.
No, because her name is spelled Bhad Bhabie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it Bad Baby or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was like Bad Baby,
That's how
but
she
they kind of
pronounces
spell it
it.
like Barbie.
It's spelled Bhabie. All right, let's be real.
Okay. But she made I think 11 million or like 6 million. No, I think it was 11 million dollars in 6 hours on OnlyFans.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
The girl's
But
like what, 14 years old?
No, see that's
No,
the
she's
craziest
grown
part.
now.
No,
And she's grown now, but like the first time I saw her was like 14. That's like no.
but she
On
just
Dr.
turned
Phil?
18 a week ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yo, that is just creepy.
I
As
thought
she was
hell,
like
man. How
20.
many people
No,
are waiting
she
for
literally
that?
just that's the big thing now, where everyone is saying that everyone who subscribed to her OnlyFans should be
Yo.
They were just waiting.
yes, that the
Fucking
FBI should get
crazy.
involved.
Rumors.
$23.99 a month for what?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
crazy, bro, crazy.
Hang on, if I
Oh, wait.
purchase it for
So wait,
content,
so wait,
can I
subscribe-
like write off as a tax off?
So this is probably why subscribers also are promised the ability to direct message with the user.
That's still not
So-
worth the money.
Yeah, I
Never.
mean, you're
wanna-
sending the message to them, but
They
is it really
think
getting
You
to
want to
them?
get a direct hi from Bad Baby.
Yeah, that's so stupid. She going, bro.
Oh
people
my
have too
God.
much money and they're wasting it on the most ridiculous things, bro.
Yo, that's people for you, man.
That's
mean,
ridiculous.
Can you really be that surprised?
Yes, I can.
Look, man, they even if I had $1 million, I
Facts.
yeah.
Facts. I'm out here in the supermarket questioning which brand of like fucking clean supplies I should be buying because it's like what's more cost effective for my house. And
I mean, granted, I'm not gonna complain because if I could do OnlyFans, I'd do it too.
Like I said, man, you can. I mean,
Wait, did
that
you not-
guy.
did you
Who's that
not
guy who
make
does
that?
like the mukbang again? Nikki Avocado?
I
don't
have
know.
no idea what you're
I
talking
don't know what that is.
about. Yeah,
You never seen like that guy who like eats, but then like if he drops like a piece of food on the floor, he just like has a mental breakdown and starts crying uncontrollably.
No.
I am very curious about your internet searches.
Yes.
In all fairness,
am
he was
as
on
well.
Tosh.0, so I think that gives me a pass.
Oh, okay. For
So
now.
interesting.
That's why.
Very intriguing.
Oh man.
So it's just insane, like what people will pay for in this like day and age.
Yeah. I'm always shocked that when I hear things like that.
Oh man.
But
That's
the one thing
like-
that
that's
blows
like
my
a
mind is with the
prostitution, isn't it?
OnlyFans that like some people have it and it's not even like nudity. It's like just them in a bikini or something like that.
Would you rather that or prostitution though? Like
No, I'm
The
not
moment
saying
of
like
silence.
the
You're
thing,
like,
I'm not saying it's like
"Hmm."
the OnlyFans thing is like the problem. It's just like how the hell can someone like pay like $30 a month for someone's swimsuit pics where you can probably just like find that on like
well, yeah, that's the
Instagram.
question. Is she doing nudity or is she doing like
no, that's the thing. Like that's the thing I'm saying is like there's some accounts that are like that. Like I
But-
think Cardi B has one, and
But
there's
some
no
people like
nudity.
the personalized videos or like feeling like it's just for you because I feel like if you go out onto the internet and like you
Then
look
get
up
a
things like
cameo.
that- I don't know what that is.
Undertaker
So-
does Cameo. He
Yeah,
has
so-
like $500 for a 2-minute video.
Yeah, like Cameo is basically a website where you can get like a celebrity to do like a video for like you or a friend, or you could even like chat with them for like $3 a minute or so.
Somebody got Undertaker to say AEW Scooby Doo
What? That's so weird.
because it's a personalized message, so they have to say whatever you're telling them to say.
That's
But see, that's different. I feel like that's verbal as to where the OnlyFans, it's like it's more sexual or lewd. So like it just feels I feel like a little bit more personal to like people's fetishes or like being like, oh, I like this specific type of person. I want to watch them do this. I don't know. That's how I feel like people want to look at it. People that are lonely in this digital age.
A lot
You
of
mean
people
the
who are
dark
home in the
times?
pandemic.
Yeah, that too.
OnlyFans, I heard, blew up when what's her name?
Bella
The
Thorne.
skinny chick. Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah,
her name.
because she like scammed so many people. Like she did like a message where it's like, "Hey, you want to see me in the like in this bikini or something
She
like
was
that?"
saying
And
that she
then
was
like
going
taking
nude.
it off, and
She
like it
was
was $500. People paid that,
because they
and they
thought they
got
were
jacked.
nude,
Yeah, there's nothing.
and it was just a bikini like outfit.
Wait, this
And
is
the
the
guy,
Disney Channel chick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
and they
He's intrigued now. He's like, "Oh,
No, I was
wait,
just
where
that's
were you again?"
shocking.
they requested refunds, and the site crashed due to all the refunds that were being requested. And then they basically, the way the algorithm worked was that you got your payout at the end of every week. So OnlyFans then had to make the payout at the end of the month because so many people requested refunds that they didn't have enough money to give out the refunds because Bella Thorne
Yikes.
took all the money.
Big,
Damn.
So
yikes.
basically people who made livings on that thing aren't making livings anymore because they're getting paid at the end of the month.
Mm,
Yeah. So you're struggling for the entire month if that's what pays your bills.
big
It's like
difference.
YouTube's algorithm is shit too.
And
They're
Patreon as well.
making it harder for people to make a living on the internet because look, man, if you sell your nudes on the internet, like who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do your grind, make your money. If I could, I'd do it too. Like, it's
I mean, what's stopping you from doing it? Though?
Yeah, exactly. I just told you a guy named Nick Avocado who like
I don't know who that is.
I'll show you a picture later, and then you'll be like, "Oh
Zero
God,
will
this
give you his
guy."
login information so you can go watch a couple videos.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it's your grind. Like if that's what's gonna get you to pay your bills,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Well,
struggling people who do YouTube, Patreon, OnlyFans, Pornhub,
Mhm.
whatever the fuck it is
Yeah.
to get through school.
I mean, you heard about the EMT worker who had to do OnlyFans because she was like really low, and they fired her for
the
it
New
as
York
well.
Post, exposed her because they said it was going to be an anonymous
Like
interview.
article, yeah, but they
Mhm.
blew her up.
Yeah,
And then there
I
was
heard
like a
about that one.
teacher who got fired from her job because the headmaster found her OnlyFans. Which, in all fairness, that guy was looking for something and he stumbled across it.
Yeah,
So what
he
does that
was,
say about him?
Yeah, he was doing something.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. But,
exactly.
back then, it was like stripping, right? Like
Yeah.
you did stripping on the side. You need to normalize these things. These are actual jobs. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
to
Well,
even
that's
like
the thing. It's still like kind of taboo to like have that stuff, and
it sucks that it's taboo though.
everyone's very like upright and like always self-righteous. Like, oh,
Well,
I
Everyone
would
fucking
never
thinks they're better
condemn
than
myself.
everyone else.
Well, what I think it is that the stigma extends to people not wanting to admit that they favor these type of jobs. So for you to be like, oh yeah, like I go to strip clubs, so it's okay for you to do that job. People don't want you to look at them like that, to think that, oh, like they find pleasure in going to these
Yeah,
places or
people
these
are
sites.
super embarrassed about what they
Exactly.
like,
People are ashamed
do.
to
their
admit-
fetishes.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I can say I've never been to a strip club, so you heathens disgust me.
I've never been to a strip club either. So
But if that's
You
your job, that's your
prude.
job.
You disgust me.
I've been told by many friends, we're gonna go to strip club. Like they never decided to go.
I don't want to go to a strip club now.
I wouldn't want to go either. Like I don't understand the point. It's like I'm throwing money away for women to give me all
COVID
hot
was
and
like,
bothered, and then
nah.
I can do nothing
Well,
about it.
no, it's not that.
Wait, you're gonna get a lap dance from 6 feet away?
My partner said she needs. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's,
that's also what's happening as well.
I wouldn't want to go to a strip club and catch COVID. Like, but I don't know, man. It's like just do your thing. Like people are so judgmental, so ridiculous. I hate that
Yeah,
shit.
it's pretty crazy how
America.
like people see things.
It is, like even small things. Like I get judged for being a gamer. Like fuck you. Like,
Big fact.
yeah, it's
Who are you
just,
to judge?
people need
Yeah,
to learn how
exactly.
to fucking just live. It's life. Being a stripper is a thing for a reason. Like
Yeah, people are obviously paying these people.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
People just want to have a good time. I don't see there's anything wrong going to a strip club and dropping a few singles and having some drinks with some friends. Like
Yeah, just
See, I would
enjoy
find
it.
one problem with it. It's just like, why bother when you could just look at the internet?
But that's not
But
physical.
But that's just me.
It's right in
That's
front
just
of
me
you.
just saving money, basically.
That's not physical, bro. It
I mean,
defeats
if you go to the
purpose.
strip club every Saturday, I can see
Yeah.
how it's a problem. But like going with
I
the boys,
actually knew a
like,
guy who was like that,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, there's something wrong with you.
I don't know,
Maybe
man.
he's just lonely. know that
You know,
man's life.
maybe because I do know like he did get married and then he recently got a divorce and then started dating like
that's
a
a
cam girl.
100% excuse for him to be in the strip club.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
his
no,
whole
no.
life shattered around
Well,
him.
Exactly.
no. Like the whole story was he got married and then he got like really heavy into like cam girls. Like he would go to strip club beforehand, but then he said, "Oh, I'm gonna diet down a little bit." And then he got into like webcam girls. His wife caught him, divorced, and then I think he's now dating and moved in with like a webcam girl that he was like talking to. I was like, Jesus
You know the most
Christ, man.
interesting people that have like crazy,
Yeah,
weird,
man. These weird fucking stories.
Yeah, it's always some like really left field shit that's happening.
But
I'm like,
also-
damn.
I just have like a
kudos to
lot.
this guy,
Here's the thing:
like,
I have like this
dating a whole
huge
cam girl that-
friend base
Yeah.
where I like try to expand so
Can
I
we
can get to
acknowledge
know
that
people
for a
more.
second though? Like that, you know how hard that is, like dating a celebrity. That's so fucking cool for him.
I'm trying to think. There was like probably one thing. I think it was like my ex. She told me like one friend of hers had like a really fucked up thing. I can't remember what it was exactly. I want to say maybe he was like into cucking or something like that, or she was into cucking. Or they were it was no, it was
cucking.
yeah.
Like,
No, it
also,
was-
like,
That's what he's into,
No.
bro.
it wasn't cucking. It was actually swingers. Like it was.
there's nothing wrong with that
Yeah,
either.
that's definitely nothing
It
wrong
was a
with
coworker
that.
of hers who was like very into swinging, and they were trying to like get her into like joining like the group as well. And she's like, "Well, I have a boyfriend." They're like, "Oh, bring him along too." And surprisingly enough, I also got approached
Towards
to
the
be
party.
in
They
like
seem
a
like very nice
swingers
people.
club.
Yeah,
And you're being very judgmental.
you very are. Like,
That's not
I'm,
fucked
I'm
up.
just,
You're
I'm just
into
saying,
a
it's not
weird
my.
fucking
All I
thing.
said
Like,
was,
what?
it's not my thing. That was it. And
That's
these
fine,
people
but
were
you
like
shouldn't
wanting
be
to
like,
bring me in.
that's
You should call it
fucked up.
weird
Yeah.
or fucked up.
Okay, I wouldn't say it was weird. It's just it's not part of my norms, so I can't really say like it's weird. But it was just like, yeah, they wanted to do this, and it was like something we weren't down for. I guess you can say.
You just weren't comfortable with it. That's like me being like, hey, do you want to drink some Bacardi? And you'd be like, nah, I only drink champagne. Like, bet. Drink your
No,
champagne.
you have the right to call me weird.
You
You
know,
should just
you
call me
know
weird.
what's weird is like, if I told StarWind, oh, I don't like RPGs or JRPGs, and y'all come at me, but you know, if I don't like cooking, then it's like it's okay. Like,
Well, we
it's
did talk to you
okay.
about. Listen,
Like-
we did talk to you about your problem with cooking, man. We said you got to cut that
Like,
out.
what
It's
the
not
fuck? Like-
natural.
But my partner made me watch 50 Shades of Grey. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, he made you watch that crap.
And she it was her first time watching it too. We were dying laughing the entire movie. That movie's fucking hilarious. I don't think it's meant to be, but
No, it's not.
it's meant to be very serious.
I read like a passage of it. Like someone like posted up online. It's like this is what like a comparison side by side like the movie to like the book, and I was like, oh my god, if this is the movie, this is gonna be so fucking terrible.
And about like I would say maybe 60% and 70% into the movie, we got a little invested, but not for the right way.
What
We were
made you get invested?
sympathizing for the male lead because the whole movie she's judging him
Yeah,
on
and
being a
backtracking.
dom, and I'm just like, yo, he just wanted to be a dom. Like this is his kink. This is what he gets off. I leave the man alone. Like you don't like it, leave. You out here changing this whole man's lifestyle. Fuck you. Like she's the villain of the movie.
No, I-
She doesn't love him for who he
Yeah,
is.
exactly. You gotta go into
Exactly.
things with open mindedness. Like I was
Oh,
dating a girl
right.
who was into. Have you ever heard of a website called FetLife?
I have not, but
No.
I just want to throw out a fun fact. 50 Shades of Grey is actually based on an old married couple. I think they were like 50 or 60 when.
No way.
Yeah, it's a super old couple. There's a couple of pictures of them circulating online attached with the movie. She was writing about her life with her husband, like how he wanted to do the
No.
dom things. Yeah,
It's Twilight fanfic.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a Twilight fanfic turned into.
yeah.
it's an
Twilight
old
fanfic.
couple. Look it up. It's an old couple.
No, the lady who
Bugs,
wrote
can you
the
please
book
look this up?
It's
was
an
writing
old couple.
Twilight fanfic. If
Bugs,
you watch
please
the
look this up.
movie, if you watch Twilight and then watch 50 Shades right after, it's the same fucking movie.
Basically, I think they even like the author of 50 Shades even admitted she's like, oh yeah, I watched Twilight. I was like, this wasn't dirty enough, and she decided to dirty it up herself.
Which the movie isn't even fucking dirty. It really isn't. Wow, they got quiet really fast.
I started looking it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, to elaborate on it, like the movie, I remember when the trailers were coming, I was like, it's super hardcore and sexual. Oh,
I can tell you right now, that's probably not even
No.
close because it
He-
wasn't even given an NC-17.
he spanked her like once.
That's too hardcore, man.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh, that's what she said? She said that she couldn't do it anymore?
Yeah, he basically like she's like, do what you want to do to me then. So he like whips her like 6 times and he makes her like count with him.
So hang on, you're telling me she never had like a boyfriend who wanted to do like the Catholic
She's
schoolgirl
a
thing right
virgin.
there?
She's a virgin.
You gotta be shitting
Never
me.
even had sex. Yeah. Which it's okay, right? Like if being dominated is not her
you guys
thing.
are right. It is Twilight fan fiction. Oh,
Yeah,
So,
I guess
I told you.
I had a bad fact. I'm sorry.
Wow.
This fucking guy's
Twilight
arguing
fan.
2 against 1.
I was
Which,
neutral.
like, okay,
I didn't watch anyone.
she didn't even know what a sub is. The only reason I saw this movie is because it was on Peacock.
So this was recently that you watched this.
Yeah, it was recently that I watched this. So she doesn't know what a sub is. Like, she's completely new to sex, complete virgin.
Well, all fairness, I did not know what a bull was until like recently.
And she like it's okay. Like if you're not a sub, right? Like you're not into the dom thing, whatever it is. But she goes out her way to really change this man. And I'm just like, yo, leave him alone.
It was like all about like nursing his broken heart or something like that.
He doesn't have a broken heart.
No, he does. Like I read synopsis of like the books because apparently this is a trilogy. So like you think he's like a bastard man for like, you know, wanting to be empowered and everything like that. But then in the second book you find out he was like kind of like, I guess you could say, taken advantage of by like one of his mother's friends who taught him all that stuff. It's very weird. I don't recommend reading it.
I don't know, man. We have to see this other 2 movies now.
Can I watch that with you guys?
I hope they get better. I mean, they can get funnier. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get funnier.
I'm pretty sure we should all just watch this together and just like do a
I
rough
don't
track
think
on
I
it.
have the patience to watch.
I don't have the patience or the mentality.
I was in fucking tears the entire movie. I
I
can tell you that. Man.
Well, all I know is there's like one famous line that had me dying laughing, and she was just like, "What's a butt plug?" And it's like, "Are you really asking that? It's in the
she doesn't
title
know
right
what a
there."
butt is at all.
Is to plug your ass.
She's like, no vaginal fisting, and no anal fisting.
Speaking
He's
of
like,
bad
She's
movies,
She's like, "You can put the butt plug in there, but just the fisting is where I draw the line."
No, his face while she's telling him all of this, he's just like, oh no.
what have I done?
What am I
Why
doing?
am I here? Like, you ain't even DTF, bro. Like, why'd you bring me here? Changing the topic. Oh my god. So I had spoken to AJ about this before, but I don't know if you guys are aware that Dwayne Johnson is apparently gonna carry the Snyderverse back into existence. Or
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Before we go into this, I feel like the main topic of today was supposed to be Kong. So before we move into this topic, really quickly, how did you guys feel about Kong?
I thought it was okay. I just cared about the kaiju monkey magic that was happening. Honestly, this is the one problem I always find with like legendaries like Kongverse, I guess you can say Kongverse and Godzillaverse, is the human element. Like they
But that's
can't
not
get
what they're
that
there
right
for.
at all.
It's a movie about giant monsters. I don't care about the humans.
Well, that was the thing. Like when you went to go see Pacific Rim, you mainly cared about like, you know, kaiju robot action, but you did also see like the human element side, and you kind of like invested a little bit in like those
I
characters.
don't give a fuck about those characters.
I feel like I got enough human in King Kong versus Zilla.
Yeah.
I feel like no, that was the thing. I'm saying I didn't want any of it.
Facts.
Like I didn't care for these characters at all.
But how? Because Millie Bobby Brown is in the last one.
Yeah.
I didn't care about her then.
I actually like the
continuity.
little deaf girl in this movie.
Yeah.
That was a little rude.
She's all right.
That's what she is. She's a little deaf girl.
No, yeah, it's the truth.
Like, I don't know, the way you just said it is so like, ooh.
How did he say it? So
Yeah.
I like the little deaf girl.
My friend's little brother kept referring to her as Dora.
Oh god,
that's a little mean.
Yes.
that's
And then he kept calling
canceled
Kong,
right there.
That's Boots, man. That's Boots. I'm like, yo, shut up, please.
Yo, you got to separate yourself from him. He's getting canceled any minute now.
Yeah, he's a kid. He's a
You think the internet cares? The internet just wants to
I
cancel
don't give
somebody
a fuck.
next.
Yeah, you guys can go cancel him. I don't care. He's already canceled from life over here.
Yeah.
Oh, so Zero, what's your rating out of 10?
Just take away every human element, and I give it like an 8 out of 10. But with that crap in there, I'd give it maybe like a 6.5, 7.
It's Bugs.
I'm gonna need them to go another round in the arena, but I give it as well.
Wait, what do you mean you need to give them another round in there?
I need them. I need another round.
He was on Kong's side.
My boy,
No, that explains it, dude. It was a set done in case. As soon as I saw King Kong versus Godzilla, I went, "Man, King Kong is going to get his ass whooped.
Yeah,
Godzilla's going to
100%.
spread them
my
cheeks
man
and put
took round two.
atomic war breath
My
up
man
his
took
ass."
round 2.
No, he did not.
He took round 2. What you mean?
Godzilla got
Okay,
a
in all
3
fairness,
seconds
in all
after that.
fairness, there was 4 rounds. There was 4 rounds. There was the first round on the boat.
Yeah. First,
Second
and
round.
on top of that, my man was at a disadvantage.
Why are you fighting then? Why are you fighting? No,
He
know your
wasn't-
matchups, bro.
Hold on, what disadvantage was he on?
He came to him.
Yeah,
What do you
Kong
mean?
was sedated when
Man,
Kong was sedated when he attacked him.
Kong was a little high. Let's
He
call
was
it that.
woozy.
He was woozy.
But in all fairness, in the second round,
he's
in
on
the
water,
second
my
round,
man.
in the second
crazy
round
on
though,
water.
hang on, in the second round, did Kong not use a weapon that was specifically made to like kill Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's also an unfair advantage right there as well. But you know what? Godzilla still came back, clapped
that ass.
back,
Yes, and then
whooped
that was
ass.
round 3.
King of monsters for a reason. King
And yeah,
of monsters.
exactly. That's why he sent his ass down to the Hollow, because that's where he belongs.
Yeah, stay your ass on the other side of the fucking whatever.
In the Hollow Earth. Stay your ass there. Godzilla's got everything up here, man.
Yeah, Mechagodzilla would have killed Godzilla, bro.
Godzilla only won barely because Godzilla was weakened from like the first fight. That was it.
Man's
If
Kong was
Godzilla
done.
if the Godzilla
dying.
I knew was up and ready, he would.
It was a 1-on-1, and then Mechagodzilla cashed in the money in the bank.
Yeah, that's like the best representation of it.
I was hoping we got to see the little girl fight Millie Bobby Brown while Godzilla and Kong were going at
Little
it.
hair pulling.
I was like, yo, tag team match, let's go. Oh, yeah. But I give it an 8. I think it was a solid 8. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Really, really like
I will say this: Bernie made the movie for me. All his freaking
conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had some good moments. I'm not gonna lie.
He was like, "I
Now I
want
gotta
to
die here with you and sober.
With some kids.
This man, after Mechagodzilla turned into thing, he's like, "Damn, I really wanted to hear the rest of that speech."
Yeah, my only gripe with the movie was that Godzilla didn't beat Mechagodzilla. That was honestly
I
the
mean,
only
it
thing
was a
that I
team
had
effort.
But your man's was laid out on the floor. He like lifted his head and was like, "Blah, take my breath, put in the axe, and then you kill him." I was like, "Really, bro?" Like,
You know what that told me
It
though?
was a
Like I was like,
team
damn,
effort.
Godzilla's a genius, bro. Like
he's
thinker
mad
of the team.
smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Godzilla
Wasn't-
knew what he was going on.
Wait, so what? But wasn't his axe made from like the same thing that's on his?
Yes,
on his
it's made from Godzilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So-
killed one of those and they turned it into an axe.
And I feel like a lot of people didn't realize that the entire movie, Godzilla is literally just trying to save the Earth, and people are just fucking with him. He was going to the first Apex facility, and everyone starts fucking with him. They start shooting these rockets and everything.
Because they didn't know Apex was a bad guy because,
That's what I'm saying. And then
People are
Kong
stupid.
starts fucking with him, and then Kong goes to the Hollow Earth, and he picks up the stick, and then Godzilla's literally in Hong Kong trying to go fight Mechagodzilla, and then he's like, "Yo,
was just trying
Kong,
to
really?
go home. What you mean? Kong was just trying to go home.
Kong was home. Well, he had no reason to
Yeah.
climb up that hole. He had no reason. Your man was like, I'm gonna beat my
No,
chest and go
hold
up there
on.
and fight you.
Godzilla literally he
Because
fucking
he was
made
like,
a
what are
hole.
you doing down there, bro?
He's like,
Shut
what you
the
doing
fuck
down
up.
there? And
No. You know what it is. You know what it is.
Godzilla said, "Yo, get your ass up here so I can whip your ass a second time."
You know what it is.
And then
that
Kong was like, "Bet, let's get this. Let's go."
in the last movie, all the monsters for some reason just wanted to turn up with Godzilla. Like
Yep.
they all
My
wanted
man.
to turn up and destroy the world. So now, whenever another kaiju shows up, Godzilla's like, "Nah, I'm not letting that happen." Like I already been through this one.
Godzilla's tired of people in his house turning shit up. He's like, yo, I
Yeah.
just cleaned my house, and you
Exactly.
here again?
Godzilla had hands, and they were rated E for everyone.
Bro,
But Godzilla didn't mean to kill Kong. Like he just wanted to assert his dominance.
yeah, that's
'Cause
why he
Kong was
stood
a
on him.
bitch. Yeah,
Yep.
he stood on him and yelled at him like, "Yo,
Stay
I
down,
own
nigga.
you.
Said, "What's
Stay
good?"
down.
bow, bitch, bow."
He's that meme with the dude whispering in your ear. I said, stay down, son. I said, stay down right
No, but
now.
I feel like we got that in the movie when he had his fucking foot on his chest. He's like, "Yo, stay down."
Yeah.
And then they
When,
started yelling at each other.
When he had Kong down, I was with my partner watching it. And I was like, "Save Martha!"
Oh, you
Why
didn't
did
know
you
this
say
was
that
Snyder Cut.
name?
Oh, God.
No, but it got to the point where I like every time they screamed, I was just basically voiceover for both of them.
Oh man.
Man's doing his own dubs over here.
Yo, at the end of the
it was
movie,
hilarious.
at the end of the movie, I was like, "This is what Batman versus Superman should have been." This movie was a better written Batman versus Superman.
I'd watch
Oh,
that.
God.
Fucking Mechagodzilla was Doomsday.
He really
He
was.
shows up at
Yeah.
the end. Oh, man. All right, so now we can segue into Starwin's question.
Oh,
What was this question?
well, it wasn't a question. It was more of a statement that Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, apparently he has full creative control over the Black Adam movies that they're doing. I think there's going to be more than one of them. And he's telling WB that he's going to cast the Snyderverse actors in his movies, basically bringing them back so that he can fight the Justice League because he really wants to go one-on-one with Henry Cavill. So he basically doesn't care that WB isn't going to support the Snyderverse anymore. He's just going to do it himself, which I think is ridiculous that he has that amount of control.
I mean, they don't know what the hell they're doing, so they're just gonna give it to anybody.
This man said he just wants to go. He wants to go one-on-one with Henry Cavill.
Yep, he wants
Who
to
just
go hand with
finished-
Superman.
And then he's gonna go like Ben Affleck. You next.
Yeah.
Listen, all they gotta do right now, all they gotta do, and this would probably help out with charity as well. They just gotta make an NFT of Dwayne Rock Johnson fighting Cavill, and that's it.
Bro,
I feel like Warner Brothers knows what they're doing right now. They didn't know what they were doing before.
I don't think so.
I think so because everything after Suicide Squad was either a hit or it was decent. Like, besides the Snyder Cut, but that still counts as a hit because that movie is still getting reviewed really well, regardless of how we feel about it.
there's a speculation that the only reason they released the Snyder Cut was to boost HBO subscription. And then that's why they're not going to do anything else for Snyder. They just used him to boost up their platform. They also canceled the New Gods movie and something else. And there's talks that the Flash movie is going to segue into Flashpoint so they can reset the Snyderverse into the new universe that they want to do.
They confirm the Batman is DC Earth 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
this is the end of the Snyderverse.
it should have been the end a while ago. And like I said, like, people who say like this movie was like amazing, you're forgetting they had to go back and do like a ton of reshoots and everything like that. And given the backlash of what happened with the original Justice League, he could have taken bits and pieces and just rewrote things. So he had a chance to do a second movie, like a redo, basically. So it's not really worth praising, in my opinion.
But I feel like reshoots shouldn't disqualify a movie from being good if
No.
things have to
Like,
get
there's
reshot.
areas where you could like reshoot something, but I can't say like this is like, the real true version of like the Justice League. It's basically a do-over right here. That's all I'm seeing. That's how I see it.
All I'm saying is I'm excited for Robert Pattinson to fucking kill it.
That's what I
Yes.
just want to see.
Yeah.
But it got delayed, didn't it, into 2022 now?
Yeah,
Yes.
unfortunately. But it's better for us because then we can get rid of this COVID shit by the end of the year.
Hopefully.
And properly go to a movie theater and watch Robert Pattinson in all his gloriousness.
Speaking of movies, Black Widow, are you actually going to be able to watch it on Disney Plus? Like, will you pay the extra $30 for it? Or will you go to a movie theater if you're fully vaccinated?
Yeah. I'm paying $30.
I'm paying the $30.
I have a friend who told me that he's actually going to go to movie theaters to see the Black Widow movie.
Didn't they release a new trailer today? I didn't watch the trailer, but I heard that it got released.
It's pretty good.
It looks really good though. Like from before trailers that I've seen.
Yeah.
The thing is you're spending $30 anyways for 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Um,
This one you can just invite like your closest friends who you know are like in a bubble.
And then you can
To come
watch
over.
the movie, which is pretty cool.
yeah.
But my friend's like, I want that experience again in the theaters. It's like, yeah,
He
but
wants
dude, I know
COVID.
you're going to be vaccinated.
I
Well,
want
he's like,
Batman
oh, I'm
to
going to be
nice.
vaccinated. It's like, yeah, you're vaccinated, but you're not immune. You could still spread it. You're just not going to have severe symptoms.
I'm just scared to be super excited for this Batman movie and then like go into it and then he kills and I'm just gonna walk out.
The first scene, you see him actually pull out a gun.
Oh,
You know how like people said like the bat symbol on his chest might be like the gun that killed his parents? He actually takes that out. It forms up into a gun and he shoots somebody. with it.
I had enough of Batman killing and not being Batman for the last like fucking.
Hang on, weapons if they do Flashpoint for a
5
Batman
years.
movie.
That's fine. That's not
Okay.
Bruce Wayne. That's Thomas.
Okay, I want to just see your reaction. If you said like, no, I don't stand for that, I would be like, you're a fucking hypocrite.
Oh yeah, that's Thomas Wayne. That's no.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the Batman.
Bruce Wayne. They're just
Yeah.
separate.
Hang on, if the Batman does take off and like they continue on, who would you want to play like the Joker in the series later on down the road?
I don't know.
That's a very
I don't
hard
like-
question.
I don't like doing casting, right? I feel like
You don't know what people are capable of.
exactly. And on top of that, you don't like Marvel has a history of finding random fucking actors.
And like getting gold out of them.
Yeah. So it's like
AJ is gonna go back to his Twilight fantasy and just cast Taylor Lautner.
I love how you assume that I like Twilight.
Now he actually gets the guy from 50 Shades of Grey.
Hasn't that guy been in other movies? He's done something else besides.
He has done other movies, I believe.
I don't know, but just in AJ's mind, he just goes up to Batman. So you know what a butt plug is?
Zack Snyder's Batman knows.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Oh god.
I was actually gonna say, fun fact: the guy who plays John Walker, that's Kurt Russell's son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Did not know that until
Wyatt
recently.
Russell. So he apparently got a bunch of not him, his fake Instagram account, I think it was, got a lot of death threats, and he had to shut it down. Like a lot of people are saying that he should have never taken up the shield. Like people are taking Winter Soldier and Falcon
I have a
so
very-
serious.
Very strong opinion about all this kind of stuff. Like,
Oh my god.
Let's hear it. Give the hot take.
I hate Marvel fans, and I use that lightly, quote unquote, because Marvel fans don't read Marvel comics.
MCU
Marvel
fans. MCU fans.
It's not even MCU fans, man. Like, it's a whole in general. We've gotten to the point where, like,
I would say this is Disney fans at this point.
No.
Like Disney fans.
it's
Because
not
remember,
even
this was the
that,
same thing with
like-
Star Wars as well.
because I didn't start actually, getting into the lore of comics until I was a bit older. Like I knew about them, and like I heard stories, and you watch YouTube videos on things, or like you look it up or whatever it is, and maybe your dad has a comic and you pick it up and see what it's about. The MCU got me into comic books, so I'm someone that still researches things, and still likes to learn to whatever it is. These people just refuse to learn. Like,
Yeah.
these people are like, it's okay. So like StarWind, for example, he reads comics, right?
Yeah.
Heavily. I ask him questions when I want to know things. So I don't think StarWind will take a liking if I walked around acting like I knew more than him.
Let's ask Starwind this. Starwind, how would you feel if AJ like walked around acting like he knew more about comics than you?
I know it wasn't true, and I'd just be like, look at this dickhead. Look at him. Look at him go.
All right, so there we go. We
I'd
have our
watch him
answer.
in amazement, see how far he could take it.
Would you stand? Hang on. Would you stand behind him, wait for him to fuck him, and be like, "You're wrong"? And then
No,
just, like,
I just let
annihilate
him talk his ass off and be like, okay, yeah.
How do you feel? Like, I feel like we've had the Batman argument before.
Yes, we did.
And I'm pretty sure you were looking at me as like a fake Batman fan.
No, not at
Took
all, not
offense
at
to
all.
that.
Nah, because we just looked at the character differently, and that was basically it. But I took a lot of the things that you said and I reflected on them, and the same thing with Superman when we had whether Superman is an icon. And,
I defend
like,
Superman so much.
yeah. Well, I wasn't taking shots at Superman. I was just saying what he represented was different. Or we had
Our
different opinions.
conversations seem like arguments, but they're actually very reflective discussions.
Yeah. And a lot of times I look back at them and I read them and I'm like, I see.
We
what,
learn so much
see
from
what
each
he's
other.
saying this, yeah. And then
Mhm.
I'll like take a step back and like try and find references to what he's saying, and I'll compare them and stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like these fans, man, they're like, they're super elitist. And just because you've seen all 23, 24 fucking movies and you saw WandaVision and you're watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, don't mean you fucking know more than anyone else. Like,
mhm.
Yeah.
and the fact that they take this so dead ass. First of all, he's not even going to be Captain America past this.
He's not even Captain America. He's civil CIA agent. That's
US
what he's
agent.
going to become.
Yeah, he's U.S. agent. So it's like if you knew that, Falcon's going to be, spoiler alert, I don't think it's a spoiler. Falcon's going to be Captain America at the end of this.
What?
And
I already
it
knew
doesn't
that.
take a fucking rocket scientist to figure that out. And even if you didn't know that, they're already releasing Funko Pops as Falcon
Yeah.
in America outfit.
Funko does not know how to keep secrets.
Yeah.
Fucking
so
doesn't care. They just want their money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
We want you to pre-order these pops. And it's usually like I don't mean to throw it out there. I don't mean to do this. I don't want to make it controversial. But it's usually the Twitter stands, like the 14-year-olds and the fucking like 20-year-olds who always shout like "Yes, Queen" and like stand fucking Michael B. Jordan and think he's the best villain in the MCU.
Because they can never be wrong. They can never be wrong.
No, they can never be wrong ever.
Here's the thing: I can't say he was the best villain, but he was a well developed one.
He was not a well.
No, he's not.
He was not a well.
You don't think he was well developed?
No. They tried to make it reflective of what was happening in the real world. I understand the angle, but that doesn't make him a well developed character. It's relevant what's going on in the movie, but he's not a good character. It's two different things.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier has captured social injustice issues better than Killmonger ever will as a character. Like discrimination, it was well captured in these first 3 episodes alone. And oh my god, like spoiler alert for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Zero, I don't know if you mind.
They go for it.
When Zemo was like, "Oh, it's a beautiful representation of the African American community."
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yes. And he's out of place, but he's right.
Yeah.
It's just like little shit like that. Like it really captures culture, and segments like in the second episode really captured discrimination and society today. But Black Panther felt like they were just throwing angry black man in a movie and thought that you can relate to that. And it's like you need to give the character depth, like more motive, right?
And not a 5-minute backstory.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so.
But I feel like Falcon and Winter Soldier, they also handle the way that Falcon feels about placing himself in front of America a lot better. Like from the very first episode, you can feel it where he doesn't feel like he's right to stand in front of all these white people the same way they treat John Walker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because, like you said, Black Panther doesn't really do that. He's just angry because he lived in the hood and like things happen to him. But like that shouldn't be your whole character.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you also have to remember that in society today, if this was real, right?
Wait, this isn't real? I thought it was a documentary series.
If this was real, there will be a new Captain America, right? Yep. The government will exactly do that. Like these are real problems. These are real issues in the show. When you're watching this, it feels real, but it ain't real for you fucking death threats sending people. Like the man's just doing a job.
Well, that's the thing. People don't know how to separate like fiction and reality at this point.
Yeah.
Like they actually believe like this is really happening. Like that's how come he's getting like these death threats. It's because they're like that doesn't belong to him. It's like, what do you mean it doesn't belong to him?
When
it's
John
not his
Walker,
character.
The character is most likely older than half the people writing this.
Yeah.
John Walker's been around for like 30, 40 years. Like the man is an established character. He's a whole costume in Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, and not even just like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He's in the first and second one.
He's in the first one, yeah.
This man has been there since the PS2 games, bro. Like this is ridiculous.
It's just crazy how much like a disconnect like people have, and honestly, technology is kind of to blame for it right here.
Actually, now that I think about it, me saying that doesn't even make sense. Like even if he is a well-established character, you still shouldn't be upset. If they wrote a brand new character, shut the fuck up. You're not writing the show. Enjoy it. It's literally written for you to just enjoy. It's entertainment. If they
that's the thing. It's not going the way they
them.
wanted it to go.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing with the last Star Wars franchise, like with the last trilogy. People didn't like it because they didn't like the theories that they created, and it wasn't correct in their mind, and it didn't go the way they wanted.
Yeah,
it's
I see
like,
a lot of people be upset about who is that older white gentleman with the scar on his face?
Snoke?
Yeah, Snoke.
Yeah, Snoke.
Yeah, I remember
Snoke,
a lot of people being upset about his big character reveal, or like,
and then like him getting cut down to size, like in the second movie. But he was supposed to be this all menacing, threatening. It's like, yeah, but here's the thing: sometimes life's not like that. Like you, also these you don't get these things.
They don't like new characters.
They don't.
Right? They wanted it to be Palpatine, right? And then they bring Palpatine back then they're mad. And then they're mad. Yeah. It's like, it goes back to that tweet I mentioned to you a few days ago, StarWind, with the Fatal Frame shit, right?
Yes.
Somebody's like, oh, Nintendo should continue the series, but I have no interest in playing Fatal Frame 4 or 5. It's
then
like,
why the fuck are you saying it?
Yeah, then why do you want the series to continue if you're not going to support it? Yeah. Like, you make no fucking sense. And these are the people who are like, oh man, Falcon and Winter Soldier is amazing. They should continue this. but then they're giving you more story with Captain America and this new character, and you're not appreciating it, you know?
Yeah, they're giving you like 4 generations worth of Captain America stories, and people are like, nah, no, John Walker.
It's not Chris Evans.
No,
Where's
John
Chris
Walker should
Evans?
die.
He left, but he should come back.
It's also the same people who are like, why doesn't Captain America in the Avengers game look like Chris Evans?
Oh
like,
God, that
oh,
was
yeah.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna lie,
God.
I was like a little jarred by it. I was like, oh my God, that's Captain America. But it's like I'm so used to seeing Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. That's why I was like, oh, I thought they would model it after them, but you
But
know,
it's like,
it is what it
Captain
is.
America has looked different in a lot of different media.
A lot of different media, indeed.
Yeah.
You know, actually, John Walker in the show looks a little bit like Captain America in the game. It's actually pretty
Yes.
fun.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Plot twist, that was John Walker in the game.
Marvel knew what they were doing years ago.
I actually really like what they're doing, John Walker. I
Yeah.
enjoy his scenes, and he feels like he actually his character feels like a hero, but because he's so connected to the government, he feels like an automatic villain, right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the way he handles things is what makes him feel like a villain. Like in this latest episode where he's just like, we do what we got to do to get the results. They're not going to care what we did. The means don't matter. Like shit like that. Where he...
Yeah,
You know
that's
what's-
not Captain America. That's
But-
not like Steve Rogers. That's the thing.
No. You know what's funny though is that's exactly what Steve Rogers did the entire MCU.
Yep.
In Civil War, that's exactly what he does. We're gonna get the job done. We got to do what we got to do, no matter what the means is. We're gonna defy the government, defy everyone. I'm Captain
Well,
America.
I think it was only because of how he viewed it. Like, I think it was because of his beliefs and everything like that.
So
Like, he
John
believed it was the
Walker
right way.
top
But-
8 evil
But
super soldiers is different.
the
Weapon?
way he's handling it though is different. So their goals and their mindset are different. Whereas Captain America was like the means to save the people, the greater good, and not justify what the government wants is better than listening to them. And so where John Walker's like, no, we have to do what the government wants. So we're gonna do these evil things to make the government look better. We're doing it for America, like that. Does that make sense?
Is he really?
Well, you
Doing
know
it
the
for
reason
government?
why, Steve never really affiliates himself with the government, right? After what happened with the Winter Soldier and Avengers, he didn't have a trust in them anymore because he was afraid that
It was
If
Winter
sh-
Soldier.
Yeah.
Well,
That
it was
movie.
Winter Soldier and
Hydra.
Avengers. Yeah, it was basically all those things. It was mainly because the government was like keeping secrets, basically, especially with like all that technology that basically we used as a weapon. He wasn't down for that. Civil War, not Civil War.
Yeah,
What was
Tony,
it? Winter
Tony
Soldier.
tells him that in Avengers, where he's like, "You don't think that
Yeah.
Yuri has like a hidden plan? Like, come on, man." We're
Yeah,
just
that was the
being
thing. Well,
shot."
that was the thing. He was like very naive and optimistic because the era that he came from.
Steve got his coming of age story in Winter Soldier, where he
Yeah.
realized that the government.
The
Ain't shit.
government. Yeah.
Walker hasn't gotten that. Walker's been 3 episodes old. Walker is just as babyface fucking cookie cutter as Cap was in the first Avenger and half of fucking the first Avengers movie. Cap in those 2 movies were like, I'm gonna do what the government tells me to do because it's for the government. Like, the government knows everything. They are America. So like, people just don't give characters a chance, man. Like, let John Walker figure things out for himself. Let him pass the shield on to where it actually goes and let him be his own character that we can potentially see further in the MCU grow.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to realize that the government fed him super soldier serum.
And bullshit.
Yeah, I can't wait for that episode.
Yeah. So that's going to be his coming of age when he helps Bucky and Falcon fight back,
If he
I don't-
helps him
I
fight
don't- I
back.
don't think he's gonna help him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay on
I don't
the
I
worst
think
side.
he'll turn.
Only time will tell.
I think he'll have a babyface turn. Definitely don't think he'll be heel for the rest of the show.
Well, we'll find out. We have 3 episodes left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot this is only 6 episodes.
It's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, it's
Only
only,
six.
They're each an hour long.
No.
They're each
Yeah.
an hour long.
yeah, they're like mad long.
Yeah, so you get 6 hours worth of content.
It's basically like we were watching WandaVision, but they just broke it up.
Yeah, WandaVision was 6 hours, I think.
Big-
Mhm. Fucking the last episode felt really long.
Yeah, it did.
I felt like I got a lot in that episode.
So much happened.
Zero definitely ain't gonna be babyface for.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
He wasn't babyface in that episode.
Amazing, man.
My man's. Oh, wait, let me not.
He's so amazing.
Gotta be
I love that actor. Oh my god.
You know what's crazy is I was washing my dishes and thinking after I watched the episode,
Mhm.
and I was like, damn, WandaVision justified Age of Ultron, and this show is justifying the plot of Civil War as much. And it's like, it feels weird because people love Civil War and I love Civil War, but the plot is convoluted. Like the plot is kind of stupid.
For Civil War.
Yeah. But
I mean, the plot was always like convoluted, especially in the comics. They tried to like simplify it a little bit better in Civil War, which I understand a bit better.
But Falcon and the Winter Soldier is kind of like fixing that. Like it's helping Civil War feel long term and feel like it actually really mattered, which I always felt it did because Zemo is the reason why Thanos won. If you really think about it,
I mean, if you really want to think about it, it was actually because of Ultron. Like someone even pulled out a theory on like how Ultron knew about Thanos and how he was actually trying to protect and save everyone from him.
I wouldn't go there.
I'll even link it later on after
But
this.
that's
you can watch and
speculation
see for
as
yourself.
to where Zemo actually separated the Avengers.
It was clearly Loki. He was the first one who knew about Thanos.
This fucking guy.
The long con.
This fucking guy. Actually, Thanos knew about himself, so he sent Loki to warn him about him other self.
Yeah.
Like Age of Ultron established Vision and it established Tony's obsession, right?
Yeah.
Those are the two big things I felt that came out of that movie. And Civil War felt like since it split the Avengers so much, they never had a chance against Thanos.
Mhm.
Like never, ever.
Which is felt through both the movies, Endgame and what's the first one called?
Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Yeah, it is felt. The effects of Civil War are heavily felt in those movies. Straight off the bat in Endgame,
Yes. Yes.
Tony's like, "What happened, bro?" Like,
Yeah.
you said if I called you,
We were
you'd be
gonna
there."
lose together. We
Yeah.
lost.
Which is crazy because the "lose together" line is from Age of Ultron,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I'm saying, like people hate on Age of Ultron and Civil War's plot so much, and I'm just like, those two movies matter now. Like Marvel's giving you a reason as to why those movies are the way they are. Like Infinity War, Endgame, WandaVision, and Falcon and Winter Soldier have all stemmed from Age of Ultron and Civil War.
Yep. And they're giving Zemo so much death. So much death.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
it makes so much
God,
sense as to
bro.
why his plan was so well executed. It's like this man's a genius. Like now you're seeing why he was so fucking good in Civil War.
Mhm.
They never really explained why he had the resources, why he had the brains for it, why he was so composed the way he was. And now you're seeing like kind of his backstory, and it's like, damn, this makes sense. I can see this guy splitting up the Avengers.
This man, just like you said, he was rich.
Yeah.
This man, I'm a baron before your friends blew up my country.
Yeah.
But what are we on time right now? I felt like we went really long.
We're an hour and 40
128.
minutes.
No, we're
Oh,
on
man.
128.
Oh,
128?
128? Oh,
Really?
damn.
Yeah, we're only on 128.
Oh, damn.
I was gonna
Yeah,
let
we
it go to
feels a lot
135.
We started a little later.
Yeah, we did start a little later. We started around like 8:15.
Mhm.
Yeah, something like that.
So what are we going to close it out with?
Well, if you haven't seen our previous Jeopardy video, we have a loser, and it's not me.
This is true. It is I. I am the weakest right now.
Yeah, I have to upload
Yes,
that
and
one.
I was the greatest.
Yes, this is and
Like
this is what
always.
I'm actually looking forward to this because I want to know what
Wait,
Zero's gonna.
wait. I don't think he knows because he wasn't here for that.
He wasn't here.
No,
for the
I get to
first
make
one,
you
yeah.
say.
Oh,
He
okay,
has
you
to
do
make
know.
you
Okay,
say
okay.
something.
I know. Oh, I know.
He watched it, I think. He watched the episode.
he watched it and Zero's like, I'm gonna make sure Star Wars.
You gotta DM me something so that I can say it.
Oh, don't worry. I got a whole page for you to write up. It's actually going to be 20 minutes, but I'll cut it down to
my
only a minute.
God.
Oh shit, let's go.
So while he's doing that,
this
If
is
it's something
my
Breath of the Wild related, I just want to let you guys know
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
kill
no,
myself
don't-
on stream.
Listen,
I'm gonna just
listen,
end my
I'll
life.
I'll let you keep your Breath of the Wild opinion. So don't worry. Just keep talking. Everything's going to be fine.
while Zero's handling that, I'm gonna mention my list of fuckery edition.
yes.
Right now. So my list of fuckery edition is a little different. It's very different. So I was looking outside my window earlier, just relaxing. I was reading some manga,
Oh wait, let me make some popcorn.
and and I see this dude. Okay, he pulls up in his car. He's wearing a North Face. What do they call it, like biggies? From the hood. From the hood. There you go. He pulls up and he parks right. He gets out his car and he like crumples up a piece of paper and he like throws it on the floor. And immediately I'm just like, yeah, you're a piece of shit. So he closes his door. He leaves. He comes back to his car like maybe 10 seconds later. Opens up his car again. He's like looking through things. He pulls out a cigarette, yaks a big spit on the fucking floor next to the paper that's still there. And he lights a cigarette and walks into the bodega without a mask.
Oh, this guy's a
Mr.
fucking
Sir,
douche.
with a fucking North Face biggie with your white Toyota,
License plate distance.
You're going on the fucking list.
North Face guy.
You're a fucking menace.
All I can say is I hope this guy does not fucking listen to this podcast because he's going to be looking at every window trying to find out, okay, which area was this? That motherfucker on the third floor.
And you walk into the building without a mask, and I know because I've been in the elevator with you with a few other people who had masks. The only one in the elevator without one. You look at everyone and you just go leave to your floor. You're a piece of shit.
This man's gonna punch you. Oh my god!
So anyone who walks into an elevator where everyone's wearing a mask and you're not wearing one, you're also on the list. You're also pieces of shit.
Well, also, people who like just barge into elevators when you don't like ask if that person's like comfortable with like having other people in
You
there.
are a piece of shit. So not only am I including Mr. White Toyota North Face Biggie Man, I am also including all anti-maskers and all people who don't wear masks in general or hold them under your nose. You're all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And my partner has someone in her family that's like that, and you're also on the
You know what
list.
this means, right? I just made the list.
Damn, you're an anti-mask?
No, I'm not that. I wear my masks. I wear my mask.
So how did you end up on the
And there
list?
is your
I was joking around.
list.
Dude.
Oh.
God.
Wait,
I was like, oh no, we better end this friendship.
wait, zero. Can you please make something better? I feel like this doesn't even work. I literally admitted that I bought Amiibos today. Come on, I have.
shit.
I don't care. I don't care. I want this.
Oh, I think I know what he meant.
Really? I feel like you can make me say something so much worse.
Listen, I got something much, much worse. Later
Listen,
on
if it satisfies zero, I mean, I guess
That's considering if you ever win.
I guess. All right.
Motherfucker, you think I'm not gonna win again?
At anything? I don't know, man.
I'm
Probably not.
sorry. Do you question my power?
Ooh.
I do.
Do you not know that you're in the presence of a golden god?
Oh.
Okay,
I
just
don't go that far.
Anyway.
I wouldn't even go as far as golden, but
Oh,
Anyway.
motherfucker, wait until you feel
I
my
don't know,
power.
man. I was pretty rusty playing Smash with you the other day, and you weren't that much of a problem.
Yikes!
Where's
the bell?
Hang on. Do I have to go another fucking round with you?
Because
and
I have,
really
I
go
have
all out?
footage of my Peach beating you 2 games in a row.
Man said I got the receipts.
Wait, who was
The
I playing
receipts.
again? Who was
Sorry,
I playing
Robin.
against?
Sorry,
You were
I
sorry,
wasn't
Wow.
playing as Robin.
Yeah,
Sorry, you gotta get the water. Get
I
the
was
water.
not playing as Robin. We were playing Pichu.
yeah. No, Peach. I said Peach.
Oh, that's different, man. I was giving you that. I was like, I gotta be easy on AJ. He hasn't played for a while. I don't want him to
The
hate this game again.
excuses.
Yeah.
The excuses right
Man
now.
played the whole main.
Nah, Robin
against
is
my
your main,
main.
bro. Robin is your main. Once you pull out the
All
main,
right,
that's
you know
it.
what? We'll don't worry. We'll go. I'll
Mr.
stream it. I'll
Golden
record
Dog.
it.
It's getting hot in here.
I'll do
Mr.
commentary at the
Golden
exact moment where I fucking get like the biggest erection after I smash him down to the
Also-
ground.
Also, he played Robin against the first time I've ever played Pyra and Mithra, and I got him down to 1 stock, 100% life.
Because I have not played any Pyro or Mithras.
I have never played Pyra,
No, I'm saying I haven't versed them. That's my problem.
Man said
but I
know the
also had
matchup.
no experience on how to play them, sir.
Honestly, man, they're pretty goddamn easy to main.
No,
Save it for the
I
ring.
think
Let's
that's
go.
just the caliber of my skill, no?
Save it for the ring. Let's go.
Man said I'm a
Yeah,
Smash
we're gonna
god.
save this for the ring.
What is a king to a
I'm
god?
saying, you play Smash every day. I play Smash once every 2 months.
All right. Let me say this nonsense. This isn't even that.
I just wanted to add the spiciness to the podcast.
Don't worry. Shit's gonna get real soon.
I, StarWind, admit that Amiibos are not pay to win. They are really cool figurines that hold extra content to games that can bring hours of more fun. Zero, the Azure Nightmare, was right about it all along. Thank you for showing me the error of my ways. Like, that was so lame, bro.
Hey, can you do me a favor and read it with a little bit more passion?
I
I mean,
read the
fuck,
raccoon.
man.
Disagree with Sarwin.
Oh my god. I definitely feel like you could have gave him something more. I honestly thought you had something much better planned. How about I lose the next Jeopardy so that you can get me to say something better?
Oh, you don't need to lose it. I'm just gonna win it no matter what.
I'll throw the next Jeopardy.
I'm gonna win no matter what, so it's all good.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This man made me admit to me loving Joey Ryan as my favorite wrestler of all time.
yeah, I thought you was gonna grab his
of
dick.
like 20 plus women.
I honestly, coming from you, I was expecting something so much better. Are you off? Are you okay right now? Are you feeling?
Listen.
You need water?
This is this is what's gonna happen. I start off easy on you first, and then I get really fucking hard
Mr.
and dark.
Golden God.
The only foreplay in his life.
This is the only foreplay indeed. I was like, I can't just ram it in just yet. I gotta do a little seduction right now.
Oh, shit.
That's a long-term booking.
Go hard or go home, boy. Go hard or go home.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, I'm gonna go hard real soon. Don't worry.
Oh my God. Now I just picture him at work writing shit down in his notebook. He's gonna be crushing out loud. No, that's not good enough. Well, what else can I get him to say?
Now I just imagine him doing the Death Note scene with the potato chip.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Well, we're gonna close it out with that. Apparently amiibos are not play to win. So
Even though they give you weapons and monsters.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Or
Oh God. Thank you for watching the Metaverse of Gaming. This has been Let's Go Around with AJ Zero, the Azure Nightmare, as he likes to be called.
Why'd you say it like that?
because it gives me an erection. That's why.
We got Bugz and myself, StarWind. Please comment and like the video. Subscribe for more. You can follow us at Metaverse of G on Twitter. You guys got some plugs?
You can follow me at Twitch at Resident of Raccoon. Please watch this week. I will be doing the Resident Evil live stream that they're doing this week as the RE streamer. So
You should give like the time and date for that.
oh, they haven't emailed me the details yet. So
So just stay tuned on his Twitter account.
yeah.
You can follow me at OWinsVic on Twitter if I ever tweet anything. GT Bugs on Twitch, and I might be streaming
Ooh.
It Takes Two with my friend Pharaohs. If you want to see me raging against him, because you know he never listens. But hey, there it goes.
His name's Pharaohs.
Yeah, that's what he likes to call himself, Pharaohs.
You know what's funny? The guy who made It Takes Two, his name's Joseph Pharaohs.
Maybe
Maybe
that's
he
probably
made
Oh.
the game.
That's interesting.
But yes, Zero.
Mine thing's way too long. Just look at the link down below.
All right, guys. See you later.
No.
Yeet, yeet.